It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the New Orleans Saints.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready. Yellow lady. Hey, kill.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready. Yellow lady. You're good. I'm full. Ready. Go. 58, come on. 58, come on.
On second down and 4. Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
21. 58, exit. Here we go. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Get him.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And an alley to run. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Brady going to throw. And he's going to go down again. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
You ready? 58, come on. You ain't going nowhere. No. Kill.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
13. Check three. Tighten up.
Now Breeze, eluding the pressure right. Open man is Michael Thomas. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 59 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
6-6. Pull it high.
7-yard pickup.
Jack and reload.
2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
If you kill it, motion me out.
On 2nd down, Michelle. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down, and he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. On 1st down, Brady looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Wait, 20. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Gold 50. Rip.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. It's complete. James White. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Brady again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Hendrickson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And an alley to run. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Breeze steps away to his left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michel. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on second down, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Brady now on first down. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Brady, and he rifles one incomplete. Rex Burkhead, the intended receiver there. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. Brady to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Trey Hendrickson, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Brady to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Kamara has it stripped, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
We play to win. Let's go.
That's the craziest animation I've ever seen.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Over.
Running with Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
5-9. Sammy. Check. 5-9. Kill. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Ready? 95-56. And here we go. Watch the pass. Easy, opposite.
Kamara trying the right side. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. Kamara, and I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
53. 5. Check. Under. Kill.
The Saints going to call the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. But bottom line is, Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when it comes to, when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the 4th team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy. Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Brady now, 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. On play action, now Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know, one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Again, it's Brady. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Check. Watch 54. 72. Come on, let's go.
Brady now on first down. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. David Onyemata picks up his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack, Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Now Kamara. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 36-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Bree's going to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved though if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. On 1st down, White, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 72. Yeah, let's get set lunch. Hey, one set. Check, Mike. Bravo. Mike, 54. 72.
Throwing on 2nd down, Brady. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Right there. 50. Hey, Alpha. 54, Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check it.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Mike, set. 380. Mike, 54. Hey, 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they will run it with Michel. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Michel going to try again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Michel. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 75 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Brady, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. Check 43.
From the 44, Breeze flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. He can run. Now Breeze lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
Here we go, here we go.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. David Onyemata getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw, it's Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On third down, Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Kiko Alonso.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the season and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Over. Sammy.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now Breeze on third down. Forced out to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. David Onyemata. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right. They have had no room to breathe. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game. At this stage in the fourth, they needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Toss play, Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Opposite.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky. Could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
No, 66. 72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Brady going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready. Yellow lady. Watch the run. Out. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Breeze going to throw here. Dancing to his left. Again has it complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. On the ground, this is Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He is draped all over it. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Good job.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They've thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.
Damn. That's tough.